Hey, good Monday morning to you. How you doing? Did you have a lovely weekend? Ah, the weather was beautiful, wasn't it? Yeah, well, I didn't do very much, but it was nice just not having anything to do. That was great. So hopefully you got to play a lot, be outside a lot, and now it's ready for our next week of school. So today is the 20th, and it's Monday, and so your packet starts out looking like that with a group of spelling lists. And they call this a review list because these are for the last 5 weeks, these are the words you've been learning. And in order to make it easy, normally I pass this out and certain words are marked. But in order to make it easier for mommies and for you too, I'm going to go ahead and this week we're going to work with the last two down here. These are your challenge, well, they're not challenge words, but they're the frequency words. And then, in other words, words that are used a lot. Okay, so we're going to start down here, and we're going to count back 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so there's 5 in each row, and those will be our spelling list for the week. So for the first row, it's going to be working and tear and classes, class, and families. So the last 5 in each row are going to be your spelling list for this week. There should be 25 words because 5 times 5 is 25, right? Okay. So there's going to be 25 words for this week's spelling. And that's a lot of words. Even though you've spelled them before, they're still a little bit difficult. So we're starting with the 5 words in each column, okay? Now, you're not probably going to write those words unless Mommy tells you to, but those are the words that we're going to be using that Mommy will give you on Thursday of this week. Your spelling test will be on those 5 times 5 words, okay? So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, for today, we're going to look at the bottom right down here, okay? And we're going to read what it says, and then we're going to use this first list right here. This first list right there is our list to use, okay? So let's look and see what it says. First of all, I'm going to read the words so I know where I'm headed. Cherry, cherries, peach, peaches, box, boxes, teacher, teachers, bench, benches, dish, dishes, family, families, class, classes, tear, or it can also be the word tear, like there was a tear in his eye, and working. Those are the words that we're going to use for the bottom, okay? So you're going to need some colored pencils or some crayons. You're going to need orange, green, blue, and pink. So be sure you have those colors. And I'm just following the directions down here. Orange, blue, green, and pink. And let's begin. It says, use a colored pencil to follow the directions. Number 1, circle the singular words, singular nouns in orange. And we're looking at just this column right here. We're looking for the nouns in orange. Remember, a noun is a person, a place, or a thing. So, and they want singular. That means just one. So something that means one thing, okay? So let's look and see. Cherry is a noun. It's a thing, something you can see, and it's just talking about one cherry. So that word needs to be circled in orange. The next is cherries. That's talking about a whole bunch of cherries. So that is not circled because that's not singular. The next is peach, and peach is a noun. It's a thing. And it should be circled orange because it's just talking about one peach. The next is peaches, so we don't circle that because that's talking about a whole bunch of them. The next is the word box, and that should be circled because it is a noun, and it's just talking about one box. But the next word is boxes, and so that one's not circled because that is not singular. Move on down. The next is teacher. And yes, that should be circled orange because it's talking about one teacher, not a whole bunch of teachers. The next word, of course, is teachers, and we can't circle that one. The next is bench, bench. It's a noun, and it means just one bench. Okay, so circle that one orange. The next is the word benches. Benches is talking about a whole lot of them, and so you can't circle that because it's not singular. The next is the word dish, and dish is a noun, and it's singular, so circle it. The next is dishes. Don't circle that one because that's a bunch of plural. That's a plural word, means a bunch of dishes. The next is family. So talking about one family, that's singular. So be sure to circle it orange, but don't circle families. The next is the word class. Circle the word class. It's a noun. It means one class. You are in the 2nd grade class. And as we go down, classes should not be circled. We'll use the word tear, should not be circled, and the word working should not be circled. All right, so you saw a pretty good pattern there, didn't you? Every other word was circled orange. All right, so it was a good pattern. Let's move down to number 2. It says circle the nouns that have a Y that they changed to I and they added an ES. So, and those are going to be green. So let's check that out. Okay, so it has to have an ES at the ending. Okay, cherry, no, we've already got it circled. We've already got it circled in orange. So let's go to the next, cherries. The ES is there, and they changed that Y to an I. So cherries needs to be circled green. Let's go down to peach. Okay, peaches has an ES, but peach does not have a Y. So that does not count. So no circle there. Move on down to boxes. Nope, there's no Y in boxes. Move down to teachers. No Y in teacher. Move down to benches. No Y in benches. Move down to dishes. No Y in dish. Though, here's a Y. Family. And they changed the Y to I and added ES. So you're going to circle families. You're going to circle that in green. So what I saw were there were only 2 circles. Is that what you saw too? I hope so. Okay, number 3. Circle the nouns that have ES endings in blue. I remember some of those. Let's check that out. Okay, so cherry and cherries, we've already got those circled. And we've got peach circled. But peaches has an ES. So it says if it has an ES ending, circle it in blue. So circle the word peaches in blue. We've already got box circled. Boxes has an ES. So circle boxes in blue. You already knew that, didn't you? I thought so. Move on down to teacher. We've got that already in orange. Then move to teachers. Does it have an ES? Nope, 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 nope. So no circle there. Move down to benches. Does it have an ES? Yep. Go ahead and circle that one in blue. Move down to dishes. Does that have an ES? Sure enough. Circle it blue. And the only last one we have is classes. Does that have an ES? Sure enough. Go ahead and circle that blue too. All right, we're doing well. Let's go down to number 4. Circle the noun that ends with S in pink. And you see what they said? Circle the noun. Not talking about nouns, so it must just be one that has an S ending. Okay, so cherry, cherries, peach, peaches, box, boxes, teacher, teachers. Oh, there it is. Teachers needs to be circled in pink. Now, if you don't have a pink, you can always use a red. Okay, teachers needs to be circled in pink, and I think that's the only one because they said noun. So let me check it out, though. Bench and benches, and dish and dishes, and family and families and class and classes and tear and working. Ta-da! We finished it. How about that? And it wasn't hard at all. All right. So there we are with all of our first part of our page already finished. All right. And we were using just that first column. All right. We have to worry about the rest of it. Remember, for your spelling list this week, you're going to do the last 5 words starting with your high frequency word and back up. So there'll be 5 right there. And those are your spelling words for the week. Awesome. Let's turn our paper over. On the back of our paper, it is called a word search. And there's a whole list of words here that you're supposed to find in the word search. This is one of those papers that if Mommy wants you to do it, you can. And I do think there is some value to it. But what I've kind of learned through the years is that some kids are really fantastic at word searches, and they like doing it. It's like it's fun. And other kiddos, they just look like it's, oh man, this is just horribly, and it's so hard, and I just can't do it. And so I don't know which one you are. If you're the one that loves it, go ahead and do it. If you're the one that says, you know, this isn't really much fun at all, and I don't even like doing it, then you don't have to do this part. But you do have to do the writing. So down below, for everybody, you can write all of these words. There's just enough to fit. So you write these words down below. And if you like to do word search, you can do that too. If you don't want to do it, that's not an assignment. But this part is an assignment. And I want you just to write your words in cursive right here. Okay? Did you remember cursive on the front side? I forgot to remind you. Hope you did. All right. And that's the end of our spelling for this Monday. Okay? Hope it goes well. Okay, bye-bye.